So welcome again to the second part of the introduction to EFT on how to get started. So we already know the 9 points. Now we're going to begin by choosing an issue, a problem that we would like to do a session of emotional freedom technique on. So just pause the video and make a choice of some problem you have that you've had perhaps in the last couple of weeks. Okay, so it's really good and fresh in your mind. So just pause, good. Now write that down on a piece of paper. And now beside it, I want you to tune in. Think of, you could close your eyes, just pause and think of that problem. Whereabouts is it located in your body? This is very important. So for instance, when you think about the problem you've had with, I use this example, stress at work, okay? You're having stress at work, the boss is picking on you. Where do you feel that in your body when you think that thought? Is it in your solar plexus? That is below the chest at the waistline and above in that whole area? Is it in your belly? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in a hip? Where is it in your body? Write that down on a piece of paper. Okay. So you've listed the problem. Now you've listed where it's located in your body. And now we want to do what is called SUDS, or subjective units distress. We want to calibrate and find out what rate of discomfort we have when we think of that. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 would be the highest. When you think of having that problem at work and the boss picking on you, are you up to a 10 in intensity of discomfort, of annoyance, or anger, or sensitivity? Or is it a 5? Is it a 6? Whatever it is, tune in and write that down next to the location that you put down. Okay? Good. So now you've recorded 3 things. Now, let's just stop for a moment. The first thing we're going to do, once we've done that, and remember to have a drink of water. All right? Really important to have that water before we start. Okay, now you've had your water. Now, the setup statement is the first part that we begin with. And it always starts with the words even though. And then we list the problem. So now, I've suggested the issue of my boss is picking on me. But you put in your problem, okay? And you're going to tap on those points I showed you in the first video, and you're going to state the affirmed feeling that you have. It's called an affirmation, okay? Or it's called a setup phrase. And what it does is it sets us up for the process of EFT, okay? It also helps to balance psychological reversal, which is a case in which it's like having our batteries in backwards, okay? Now we won't go into that, although there's an article I've written on it under the pages, what is EFT? You'll see it in the drop-down menu. Right now, choose your problem, and we're going to begin tapping. Okay, so shall we begin on the karate point? Even though, list your problem. Even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So I'm tapping right here. Okay? That's where you want to tap. So let's say this 3 times. Even though I have this problem with my boss, or whatever it is, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So let's do it one more time. You could actually change the words of it. But to make it easy for this video, we're going to repeat the same words. And actually, repeating the same words is a good thing to do sometimes, because the subconscious has that information. And when we repeat it, it's more likely it will come up. Most important is that you're saying what you truly feel. That's what's really important about the talking. You are giving voice to your feelings so they can come up into the light of your awareness and be dissolved, okay, be neutralized. So once more, even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So you're tapping. Now we'll go to the points, and we're going to shorten the statement if it's a long statement. In this case, it could be a short one, and we call it a reminder phrase. And we're going to say, this problem, I'll use an example, this problem, you're going to list yours. The boss is picking on me. 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 Be sure and get the end points or one point. The boss is picking on me. And now go to under the arm. The boss is picking on me. And then top of the crown. The boss is picking on me. Okay? Now you've just done a full round. So stop, pause, think about the problem, and feel that in your body. Where was it? Did that intensity drop down from where you listed it at? So if it was at an 8, did it go down to a 7 or 6, or did it collapse? Okay. If it's still high, but it did reduce, and even if it didn't, do another round. For instance, we're going to add the word remaining. So we would say, remaining problem with my boss. Okay, so let's go to the point. Remaining problem with my boss. I have this remaining problem with my boss. Remaining, list your problem. Remaining, list your problem. I have this remaining problem. Remaining problem, list your problem. Remaining problem. Remaining problem. Now hopefully, that is 2 rounds. You've managed to bring the intensity of that experience down. So you're diffusing that emotion. So you want to keep doing rounds until you get it down to a 0 or a 1 or a 0. And if you have difficulty with this, you can always call me with the information on the sessions page at innersightnow.com. The idea is to reduce it. Make sure you drink your water, and we hope that you will continue to practice the EFT in this short version, and we welcome you again to go to the full basic and to the first part of the full basic of the 2 videos, and that way you will understand why it is good to go through the long system, because there are components and ingredients of that system that are very valuable for helping to dissolve these triggers, these energies and emotions that are stuck in our cellular memory in our body. So thank you for joining me. Once again, this is Jolene at innersightnow.com.